Welcome back into the channel, my friends. It's your boy Steve from Straight Fire Picks. We're back with your best bets for the NBA here for you today on Tuesday, November 25th, 2025. We got your NBA player props, spreads, totals, predictions, as always. 3 picks in the video. Let's lock in and get this sweet.
Well, my presence isn't real. It's another bad one like this is scale. It's straight fire. All my bets straight from. You're in the house that cat made now. Straight fire.
As always, my friends, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button for me. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. For real, though, if you guys could hit that like, comment, hype, share, all those things, I would really appreciate it, guys. Subscribe to the channel. It does help me out a lot. And you hook a brother up. So, appreciate you guys as always. Let's get after it today and have another big day in the NBA because yesterday, guys, we brought out the broom. We absolutely love to see it. We got the 3-0 sweep. I'm telling you, if we ever needed a sweep, it was yesterday, guys. And we got it. We got back in the win column. We'd love to see it. I know we've had a rough season, but yesterday was a big day for us to kind of flip some of this momentum and get the winning times going back here at the channel. So yesterday was huge. I can't tell you about the momentum shift and just how awesome it feels to wake up and be able to say that. And be able to bring out the broom and celebrate some good times. So, obviously, we had the Toronto Raptors money line. That cashes really easily. They went going away there in the fourth quarter. We cashed Mikal Bridges over 19.5 points and rebounds. That was our Straight Fire Faves Streak of the day, so we keep that going as well. Over 19.5 points and rebounds, he finishes with 20, so he just gets there on the hook. We've lost enough times on the hook, so it feels good to actually cash one on the hook. So, obviously, we got that done. And then we cashed Devin Booker under 27.5 points. He finishes, I believe, with 19. So another pretty easy cash there as well. So overall, a pretty good day for us. Obviously, we'd like to see Bridges clear by more. I'm hoping you guys were able to cash on that. Obviously, you know, I have it posted on the screen for you. So you guys know I did play it at 19.5. I know the line did move throughout the day. So like I said, hopefully you were able to get that. Now, I will say this. The picks were posted early in the morning, so if you guys want access to the early lines and stuff that we post, they are available a couple hours actually ahead of the video. I post them up for our Straight Fire MVPs in our community tab. So if you guys do want access to that and to get the picks early, you can sign up and become a Straight Fire MVP for just $3.99 a month. And you'll get access to all those picks and plays early because I post up all of our notes early for our Straight Fire MVPs. Obviously, you know, do what you do. Just letting you know that's how that works. Let's see. Comic Cappers go from yesterday. We had Justin McKelvey calling the Portland Trail Blazers money line. That cashes. Didn't have a lot of call-outs in the chat in general, so make sure you guys are dropping your favorite pick down below in the chat. Put a star or an asterisk next to your pick. And if your pick hits down in the chat, we'll include it in our next video if it hits. Oh, a couple other things, guys. Just want to say thank you to everyone who came out to the live stream last night. We had a ton of fun. It was one of our best all-time live streams here at the channel. We had a solid over 200 people in there pretty much the entire night. It was a crazy good night on our live stream. We had a lot of fun calling the Monday Night Football game. And sweating out some bets. And like I said, we ended up having a good day in the NBA, which was great. Not quite as good in the NFL, but obviously I'm excited for the week, guys. We got a lot of stuff to cover this week. We got Thanksgiving week. We have a lot of football going on between Thursday and Friday. So I'm excited about that. So stay tuned. We'll have a lot of videos for that stuff. And we're going to get after it this week. So without further ado, though, guys, let's get after it for today's slate. Let's get another 3-0 sweep. I got 3 plays for you today. Just 3 games on, but we did find 3 plays that we liked, which I'm excited about. So let's get right into our picks. At number 1, going back to the Orlando Magic money line here versus the Philadelphia 76ers. We're getting minus 122 value here on DraftKings. Risking a unit here. Now, Jalen Suggs returns back to the lineup for the Magic today. He is off the injury report. Now, I'll say this. We took the Magic last game versus the Celtics at plus 4.5. And they almost got a backdoor cover for what it's worth. But they ended up losing that game by 9. And I thought about it. I probably shouldn't have forced that one because Jalen Suggs wasn't playing. And Suggs has been playing so good. Well, Suggs is back in the lineup, which I love seeing that. And this Magic team, the current way that the guys that will be on the floor tonight in the starting lineup, they've been playing fantastic. They are 6-2 against the spread over the last 8 games. 6-2 overall. They've had a very good stretch here. Without Paolo Banchero, they've looked very good. Defensively, offensively, they've looked really, really good. Obviously, defensively, last game they didn't look too good. Celtics shot the lights out for what it's worth. So actually, I really, even in hindsight, I wasn't that mad about the way things turned out with the bet, just because the Celtics just shot a crazy percentage from 3, and Fernie Simons was just going wild. So it's hard to stop sometimes when a team gets hot like that. There's not a lot you can do, but the averages, typically you won't see stuff like that happen the way it happened though the other day. But Jalen Suggs, like I said, back in the lineup, which is huge obviously for this team. Both teams here tied for 10th in offensive rating on the season, which is really interesting. They're both exactly tied, 116.8 offensive rating on both sides. Pretty similar defensive rating as well. Magic 15th, 76ers 19th. So if you look at these two teams, the big thing that you'll notice today, if you look at the starting lineups, if you look at the injury report, the 76ers injury report is massive today, in particular today. Kelly Oubre is out. Bona is out. Key contributors for them. They're obviously out. Edgecombe is also out. Huge contributor. And then questionable Joel Embiid. Probable Maxey and Paul George. Just about everybody's made the injury report today for the 76ers. Now, Maxey and George are probable, so they should play. But obviously, all the other guys, I'm more looking at, honestly, Kelly Oubre, Bona, and Edgecombe being out. That's really the big deal to me. Even if Embiid plays, he's going to play limited minutes anyway. So I think this is a big deal. I think those are great contributors for them. Great young guys that have been very good for them this season. A big part of why they've had success here early on in the season. So I think without those guys, I think they will struggle, especially against a very solid Magic team. Magic right now have something really good going with this lineup with Baines, Suggs, Wagner. They've been playing great. So I think they're going to be able to have success and take down Philly in Philadelphia tonight. And to go with that, guys, just for the record, Philadelphia is one of the worst against the spread home teams since the start of last year. They're 5-4 this season. If you go back to last season, they're 17-32-1 at home against the spread. They're one of the worst spread teams over the last year plus. So honestly, I think the Magic get this done. All those things set aside, I love the injury report. It's way more in their favor tonight. So, love that for number 1 pick, guys. We got Orlando Magic money line here versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Minus 122 odds on DraftKings. Okay, and at number 2, we got Nickeil Alexander-Walker under 25.5 PRAs here for the Atlanta Hawks. We got minus 110 odds here on DraftKings taking on the Washington Wizards. Now, this is weird. This is one that I don't typically do, and you guys probably wouldn't either. We're taking an under versus the Washington Wizards, which feels weird, right? When you really think about it, and how games versus the Wizards tend to go, a lot more unders would probably hit than you think. Because what happens is the starters don't end up really playing the fourth quarter because games turn into blowouts, right? The Wizards get blown out a lot, and a lot of times starters won't play the fourth quarter. So I was actually talking to Gotta Get the Bag about this yesterday. He's like, Steve, we got to start thinking about something different. We got to start thinking about guys and situations where they may not play the fourth quarter and they're going to have a good shot to hit their under because they're not in a great matchup. They're not in a particularly great matchup and they're not going to play the fourth quarter. I'm like, oh, that got me thinking. I'm like, well, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, believe it or not, here for the Atlanta Hawks actually has the worst matchup on the floor of any Atlanta Hawk versus the Wizards, which is significant, right? Because he's not going to be the guy I think that's going to eat tonight. I think it's going to be the other guys. Jalen Johnson, maybe Dyson Daniels, maybe Risa Shea, maybe Porzingis. And this situation just calls for the under. Honestly, it really does. If you look at the stats on the season, he's under in 11-16 games so far this year, 7-10 games under on the road. Under in 3 of his last 4 games versus the Wizards to this land, so it's worked out that way as well. With today's starting lineup, that includes Kristaps Porzingis, who's been on and off the injury report all season, but he is not on the injury report today. He is 8-10 to the under with Porzingis in the lineup. So obviously Porzingis will eat up some of that volume. Wizards defend the shooting guard position the best of any other position on the floor in relation to PRAs. They rank 15th in the NBA in PRAs allowed to shooting guards. So, like I said, when you consider that, he does not have the best matchup on the floor. It is guys like Jalen Johnson. It's the other guys. Would you like to see that? This is a game where I expect everyone else, like I said, to eat here. Everyone else obviously gets PRAs versus the Wizards, except really the shooting guards. They really don't rack up the stats versus the Washington Wizards, which I like to see that. So I think they eat. The spread is set to 10.5. Like I said, we can very much see Nickeil Alexander-Walker not playing the fourth quarter. He is 3 of 4 to the under this season in games where the Hawks win by 10 plus points. So that's kind of what I'm talking about here, as we could get him off the floor in the third quarter and we might not see him in the fourth because this might turn into a blowout. Obviously, it easily could. Wizards are one of these teams that sometimes they just decide not to show up at all and they lose by 30, which is what we're hoping for, to be honest with you. I think he goes under, and obviously in that situation. Obviously, the only thing I get a little concerned about when you take an under versus the Wizards is they're just bad defensively in general. So you don't love that aspect of it, but I think, like I said, I think this is a great spot for Nickeil Alexander-Walker here to go under. So love there for number 2 pick, guys. Get Nickeil Alexander-Walker under 25.5 PRAs here for the Atlanta Hawks. We got minus 110 odds here on DraftKings. Okay, and finally at number 3, we're going Austin Reeves, over 4.5 assists here for the Los Angeles Lakers. We got plus 122 odds here on FanDuel, risking a unit here. So, guys, Austin Reeves, 9 of 13 this season to the over. Would you like to see that? 4 of 5 at home, though, averaging 7.4 assists per game. So, obviously, him being at home is obviously significant here. Obviously, it makes a lot of sense, too, right? When you dish it to one of your role players, more apt to make shots at home. It's just the way it is, the way it's always been. One of the more volatile lines I've seen this morning, though. When I was tinkering around with Austin Reeves' assist line, I was going in and out. The odds were shifting a lot on it, back and forth. So it went from minus 107 on DraftKings to plus 108 on DraftKings. I was on Fanatics looking at it and was moving around on there. FanDuel has it right now at plus 122, so that's why I say take it on FanDuel if you can. But like I said, this line is a little volatile, and it may move throughout the day. I mean, obviously, people are looking at this one today, which I like it and I don't at the same time, obviously. But the big reason why I like this one today, guys, this is actually about LeBron James, as weird as it's going to sound. LeBron James, his first game back, did you guys notice how gun-shy he was? How many times he was looking to pass the ball? He had 20 potential assists his first game back with the Lakers. And obviously, that led to everyone else not getting hardly any. Austin Reeves didn't have virtually any potential assists. He wasn't looking to pass the ball at all. It was all LeBron James. In the same exact matchup the following game, LeBron James' minutes jumped up by like 15. His potential assists dropped by 8. Which is crazy. So he got more minutes, and his potential assists completely dropped. He's looking to score more. So his potential assists dropped down to 12 his second game back. And guess whose potential assists jumped up his second game back? Austin Reeves jumped back up to 8. And he had 4 assists in Utah on the road. So I think that trend could continue. LeBron James now is more comfortable. Obviously, being his third game back, he'll be looking to score more. And Reeves is in such a good spot here that he's at home. He's in a great matchup with the Clippers, who rank 30th in assists allowed to point guards, 23rd in assists allowed to shooting guards. So anyway you slice it, Reeves should be able to find some assists here. His PRA line is set to 31.5, so he still has a lot of usage in this offense. So he will be passing the ball. And now, like I said, now that James is getting a little bit more comfortable looking to score, that's very helpful to that, right? So that's really the biggest thing that I noticed. I'm like, wow, 20 potentialists, why did it drop to 12? Well, it kind of made sense, right? Because LeBron's getting more comfortable. And with that, you'll see Reeves look to pass the ball more to him, and maybe Doncic more as well. So at 4.5, I think you're getting great value for plus value as well at home and a fantastic matchup. Love the spot, guys. So love it there for number 3 pick, guys. We got Austin Reeves over 4.5 assists here for the Los Angeles Lakers, plus 122 odds here on FanDuel. And our Straight Fire Faves Streak play of the day. Obviously, we did hit yesterday with Michael Bridges. We did hit on the hook. We got $18.06 to work with. We are putting it on Nikhil Alexander-Walker, under 25.5 PRAs, minus 110 odds on DraftKings. I'm going to be honest, this play today is not fun. I wouldn't even watch it. I'm not going to watch it. I didn't watch Booker last night. I went to bed, and I woke up and saw they had 19 points. So, I don't particularly love watching unders, but there's so many ways that they can cash. Again, this is another conversation I had with Got to Get the Bag yesterday. If you want to make money, honestly, you look to play more unders. I'm just saying. It's more of, honestly, I feel like the professional thing to do is to play more unders because a lot of times there's just more ways to cash them. They're not fun, but we're also here to make money, guys. I want to have fun too, but I also want to make money more importantly, and get our bankroll rolling. So, like I said, I feel great about Nikhil Alexander-Walker today. I think he goes under the line. So that is it for our picks, though, guys. As always, if you guys enjoyed the content, hit the like and subscribe button for me. Always appreciate that. On the road to 10,000 subscribers. Stay tuned here at the channel, guys. Stay locked in. We got a lot of things coming at you this week. We got a lot of videos, a lot of NFL videos coming at you this week. We got a lot to cover. Probably have an individual video for every midweek game. So we're gonna have 3 games on Thursday. We'll have a game on Friday. We're gonna be getting after it in the NFL this week. And also, obviously, we'll have our daily NBA videos. So we got a lot going on. Stay tuned. Stay locked in. Other than that, guys, that will do it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Let's make some money. And we'll catch you guys all next time. Peace out.